Hello my friends, today we'll test out a really interesting mid-range druid deck that relies on taking control over the board really fast and also cheat out big minions like for example in Druid Blademaster or Ironwood Golem with the Oaken Salmons, plus also then as a finisher we'll use Savage Roar. So just like always we want to mulligan for the Wild Growth because this will speed up the game by a lot and we can just use Oaken Salmons on turn 3. No, this is not how it should work. Injured Blademaster should be somewhere deep in our deck, and generally we can just get him without the Battle Cry, so this would be a 4 mana 4/7, but also then we'll get 6 armor and thin our deck to just get to those important cards. But because RNG is against us, just like almost always, we'll get Injured Blademaster right away. But because if you will be hit by the bad RNG, there should be also some kind of the shot of the positive RNG, and then it will work. Then from the Oaken Salmons we'll get Injured Blademaster rather than Ironwood Golem. At least I hope so, because like this is our this is the whole idea of this deck. Okay, Messiah's to face. It makes sense, but this is a cheap card that you can just save for later and combo out with the Vex Crow, for example. Do I want to coin this out? Because we already have Ironwood Golem, so we've got guaranteed Injured Blademaster. There is only one reason to go for this kind of play, because what if on next turn we'll get Injured Blademaster from the top? But it just makes more sense to save coin for later. So let's see if RNG once again will kick us in the butt. I should probably just concede because I know there is no way I can win this game. Okay, yeah, Frostball into another 2-drop or just Hero Power. Please, RNG, be with us. Okay. So another Oaken Salmons is just 6 armor. We have to think about this. Is it explosive? I don't think anyone with brain will use counterspell against coin. So then, do I want to sacrifice the Rite of the Claw or just Ironwood Golem? I think the Rite of the Claw because it's almost the same thing. But the next turn I can also use Hero Power with the Golem, so we'll go for help. Oh, this is a counterspell. Oh no. Why? Why would you ever go for this kind of play? It's terrible. Maybe this is an ice barrier, who knows? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to include this card in aggressive deck. Even if we had a few unlucky draws in the previous game with Mage, we still managed to beat his aggro ass, so I'm really happy about this one. And here, another really annoying deck, so we will face Paladin. I want to keep Wild Growth, yes, always, but do I want Nourish? I don't think so, but then also I will skip turn 4. Spring Plague is really important because this is the only option that will allow me to make a comeback later if he will create a really huge board. We got Oaken Salmon, so this is perfect. We'll skip turn 1, but this is not a problem, especially when we've got the best 2-drop ever in our deck. Also, so then we can just go. Oh, okay, this is my guy. Like this is my homie right now because he's playing with a really weird deck. I really wanted to play with a quest. Quest Paladin. So right now I will feel bad if I will win this game, but maybe not. Because he's the one with the cooler deck. Okay. Right now I want revenge. This little beetle will be killed soon. Rough or Arcane Tyrant? I think Rough. Because then he can't really buff it. He will need to use hero power first, so... He also decided to use coin, so maybe there is another Blessing of Kings, and he thought that, oh, okay, so I can just coin this out, because on next turn I will have a really good follow-up, which will be just another Blessing of Kings, and then I would probably lose the game. But here, we've got Roth to save our day. It looks like he had a different plan, because this is not the best idea to just coin out Blessing of Kings and then waste 1 mana for Stonehill Defender. It seems to be really weak. Okay, so in this situation it was a bad idea to keep spreading Plague, but who thought that we'll play against the Quest Paladin? Yeah, there it is. Where is my Spellbreaker? I would like to silence it. You can just use Savage Roar. In theory.
Where shall I strike?
Does it even make sense to attack? I can kill it over 2 turns. Or I can then use Savage Roar. I will have 3 points of damage if I will also use hero power and just finish this off. But that's a lot of damage. But do we even care? This is a quest, Paladin. Or I can also use Swipe. Okay, I will not attack. Why? Just why? It's not terrible deck, but for sure this is a little bit problematic if you're playing against aggro decks. You need a lot of healing and removal. So he should also use Equality Consecration, or at least Consecration. Maybe also he is running Wild Pyro. It looks like Swipe will be a perfect choice here. Interesting. Really. Hero power, swipe, attack. It's okay.
This will be good.
So at least this minion will survive. And I want Cairn also to live, because then Death Rattle can just generate another minion, and if he is playing Equality Consecration, I want to have any kind of minion, because if, yeah, then if this wouldn't have Death Rattle, I can just... Huh. It makes sense, but how good is this? So he should play it once again, and then he can just go for... Okay. I can use Spellstone, Hero Power, maybe Arcane Tyrant. Or do I want to? Wait a second. Spreading Plague, get 2 minions, get Arcane Tyrant for 0. Use this thing. How much damage can I get? Okay, 8 plus also. I can almost kill him.
Time goes short. This will be good.
Bring Flag. 6 mana 1/5. Awesome. But we also have Arcane Tyrant. Oh wait, I miscalculated something. I thought I will have 3 minions rather than 4. Okay, so now we'll have 10 plus another 10, 15 plus hero power. I should threaten lethal damage, like before the Galvadon. Because right now he will, if he will develop a Galvadon, then he will have only 4 mana left.
This'll be good.
If I will top deck Ultimate Infestation, I will win. If I can get Malfurion and there won't be a taunt minion, I can also win. I think it was... makes more sense to just attack his face with this free attack points rather than trading to anything, because right now we are just trying to set up a little damage. And Galvadon should hit taunt if he wants to like be protected this way. And even then, Ultimate Infestation is still an out. I've got only okay, still 17 cards in my deck. But I've got a lot of card draw, so maybe if you won't have healing, we can just get this Foster.
What would Uther do?
And he can't kill Beetle, not right now. So it's also okay. We can get rid of the Claw with charge damage. And he also will need to...
Act now.
like he can just... But Galvadon is not a really good option if you're on the rope.
What would
You
Uther
can just like trade into my taunt minion, plus also then heal Leroy with those 1/1s, with those little guys. Okay, yeah, I was a little bit scared of the Spike Witch Steed. So we have to pray on the top deck, because any kind of like bigger burst damage... Oh, wait. This is enough, because then we'll attack here, buff those things, then this will have the option to kill the minion. Okay, fine. Double buff. And we have to say goodbye to our friends. Okay, this will be a really close matchup because it depends if he can get Possessed Lucky and get Void Lords. I will keep Nourish with Arcane Tyrant so then I can just check this out. Oh no, why do I have Injured Blade Master? Once again, we get a series of bot draws just like in the first game. But maybe this means that in the end we'll win the game. I hope so. There's nothing better than like... This is the best feeling to just destroy Q block. Or control Warlock, okay. No, my Oaken Summons. Why?
This'll be good.
It doesn't make sense to just attack the Grand Ferraro, so I will pass on this. I can use Injured Blade Master, but then he can trade into it and use the Mortal Coil, maybe.
out of my jungle?
Do I want to use Coin on Nourish to then use also Arcane Tyrant for 0? It's not terrible, I will have more options. And because I will have more cards, then maybe I will have a 4-drop or 5-drop as a follow-up. Okay, at least we know that this is not a Q block. He already played too many weird minions. Can also coin out rid of the Claw, and then this will protect Injured Blade Master. But how good is this thing? And how important is just getting more cards? What if I will get another Arcane Tyrant? Like, then this will be killed, so okay, I think it makes more sense to do it this way. So at least all those 3 minions will have to attack to my Druid of the Claw, and they will just like trade. And I will still have a 1 body on board. If I will get Ultimate Infestation, I will go for crystals, but right now it looks like a card draw. No, another Stonefleet Defender, it's so annoying. He can get another Void Lord, or Lich King, or win the first Disciple. There are so many good options. I think like Paladin is the first, like, yeah, the best class to use Stoneheal Defender, but the second one is Warlock. Attack this because it doesn't really matter, this 1 health point. Unless he's got Mortal Coil. And then I can go for another Druid of the Claw or Narration to Tyrant. Like here, double trade, Hellfire. The same thing. Oh no, actually Hellfire then would be worse. Okay, so because of the Hellfire, I will probably play Tyrant. Because right now he can't really reach my Arcane Tyrant, so that's why it's slightly better. Because he will need to... Yeah, if he will play Hellfire, he will kill his minions. So then this will survive with 1 health point. And Druid of the Claw can be killed because it has stun, so then he can just trade 2 minions into it and 1 into Druid of the Claw and use Hellfire and kill everything. And then probably Cairn, the best 6 rep. Wait, why? 5 mana 4/5? When you can use it in Void Mode, for example, or Clear, or anything else? Does it really make sense? I don't think so. You can use Swipe and Hero Power. I think it's the best option, much better than Cairn. Because those 2 minions will still stay alive. I can deal damage to him, so just like apply more pressure. And can I kill him on next turn? I have Savage Roar. I can also squeeze Swipe, so then I will have 4 plus 6, 10 plus... Okay. Still not enough, but it will be really close. Oh, wait. 6 plus 8, not 4. Okay. So it would be enough if there won't be taunt minions. So I will probably use Spellstone on it. And then I can still go for Cairn. So next turn I will have, for example, Leroy into Savage Roar, and I can kill this minion with my hero, and the other things can just go face. And because this is not a turn 9, he will need Possess Lucky then into, for example, Dark Blocked to get another taunt minion. So he already got like 2 of those things from the Stonehill Defender, so we don't really have to think about this. This is Manipulator is terrible here.
The Earth Mother is near.
He's playing all over Spellbreaker. I'm not sure why, but there it is. The Dream Combo, and we destroy Warlock. Not Q block, but still satisfying.